Hello and welcome to my read-through of Kira Kira. Last time, we had Karari's birthday party, which should have been happy, but Karari got all depressed thinking her friends were going to abandon her. She didn't even think of a surprise party. I feel so bad for her. She needs more hugs. Anyways, let's continue.
The dark shed is filled with a peaceful air. We are all talking peacefully, with a little bit of alcohol in us. The outside is already getting a little dark. The party isn't close to being over, though. Tonya brings out an acoustic guitar and plays on it. I never heard him play such gentle music, but although it's very different from rock music, he plays well. I reflect on how lucky we are to eat and drink while listening to background music. What a nice party this is.
This is so delicious! I might pass out!
Our guest of honor, Karari Shino, is stuffing her mouth with cake and sushi while holding a fork with fried chicken with her right hand. The stuffed animal is under her left arm, and her left hand is holding the skull microphone. She is most definitely having fun. She staggers and bumps into me, then she looks up to my face. She laughs. Her cheeks are rosy, probably from the booze. She laughs again. What? She makes me a little embarrassed, so I ask her bluntly.
Hey, Shika-kun, can I take the leftovers home?
Karari asks with a smile. What are you gonna do?
I want the kids to have some.
The kids?
My sisters, the cat. Do you think it's okay?
Take as much as you want. There's plenty.
Murakami answers for me. I don't know why, but he's crying. I guess he had a bit too much to drink. He cries easily, and he's a weepy drunk.
Yippee!
Karari gets excited and hugs Murakami.
You're so tiny. Eat a lot and get bigger.
Sure, okay. I'll eat a lot.
As Karari nods, Murakami covers his face and kneels down to really cry. What's going on? I think he's had a bit too much.
There.
Karari pats his head. What's wrong with this picture? All the people who are scared of him would be disappointed if they saw this. Or maybe they'd even be more scared. While I'm thinking that, Karari turns to me all of a sudden.
Hey, Shika-kun, do you think it's okay?
She asks me excitedly. What now? Karari smiles.
Because this is so wild! It's too wild! Do you really think this is okay?
What are you talking about?
You know, is it okay for me to have so much fun? What have I done to deserve this treatment? I'm scared. Am I going to die tomorrow? But that would be okay. You're all here and so nice to me. I've never been so happy.
After Karari says that much, she jumps up.
I wish I could share this happiness with the entire world.
Shino. I can't help myself calling her.
What?
I can't continue on. Kashiwara hugs Karari from the side. Karari's surprised, but when she realizes it's Kashiwara, she smiles. Her face changes to a gentle one, like a cat in the sun.
Kira-chan, let's have a birthday party next year, too. Every year from now on. Let's be friends forever.
Kashiwara mumbles.
Don't worry, we'll be friends forever. I'm so happy. But if we have a birthday party every year, I'm gonna get fat.
No, you need to gain a little. You're too skinny.
You too. You have to get healthy as well. Oh, I know. We'll have cheesecake next year, and that way we'll both be fat. I love cheesecake as much as chocolate cake.
Sure, that sounds good.
I can't wait for next year's party.
Karari smiles happily while sharing the embrace with Kashiwara. I move on and sit next to Tonya, who's still playing the guitar. Murakami is still crying. He's crying and drinking. Now he's drinking beer. Is he going to drink more? I guess he's got a lot of stress piled up inside. The second grade pair, Mai and Miyuki, are sleeping after drinking alcohol. Unlike Murakami, those two don't seem to have any stress whatsoever. I always thought those two are the most carefree ones, although they are second graders. Chie, who is probably drinking with the second graders, is still at the table by herself, drinking champagne. The way she's drinking looks so good. The atmosphere around here seems to belong somewhere else. I guess she likes to drink. Because of Chie, I want to drink some more. I grab the glass and take a sip. I don't know much about alcohol, but I think the expensive ones taste different. I've gotten drunk before, but I feel differently this time. I feel good and warm inside. You should drink too. It's good, I say to Tonya. He nods.
A good relationship is beautiful.
Huh?
If everything was this peaceful, there would be no need for rock and roll. Every single rock and roller would die in the peaceful laughter. Don't you agree?
He stares at me. I guess he's drunk too. Then Tonya starts to play a different song. Very gentle and calm. I think I've heard it before. It's Neat 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 from The Damned. It's one of the most popular punk songs, but with Tonya's arrangement, it becomes a gentle and soothing song, and the party goes on. Once it's July, the soil dries, and I see the heat haze on the asphalt. Summer is starting. The sky's deep blue, and the sun is glaring and celebrating our summer. It's cheering us on. I have to think that way, or I'd hate this summer heat on the riverbank. The cultural festival is right after the final exams. That's when we have our match. We only have about half a month, exactly 16 days left. We turned in the registration form just the other day. The class president was surprised that the second literature club, which is known for being low-key, is doing a band, especially a rock band. Now, we can't turn back. We just have to perfect our performance. We've been practicing every day by the river, but it's so hot, we're soaked in sweat.
I'm sweating on the drum.
Chie must be worried, since she's been yelling. As soon as we take a break, she wipes everything with a towel. She says she's shocked to see her sweat evaporate and become salt, but I think she's overreacting. She's being too fussy.
It's so hot.
Kashiwara talks to me while I'm drinking my sporks drink in the shade. She has a shawl on to avoid sunburn, and a big hat to block direct sunlight. She looks like she just came from a summer resort. She is playing the electric guitar with this appearance. I can't deny saying it looks rather strange. How's it going? Are you doing okay?
Yes, I've been drinking plenty of water, and I've been going to sleep earlier, so I'm fine. I haven't had any coughing fits lately either. I'm sure I'll make it to the cultural festival.
Kashiwara shows her usual smile. Don't say that. I don't like how it sounds. Don't collapse on the stage or anything, okay? It's okay to do that if there's a miraculous happy ending waiting for us at the finish, I say jokingly.
What are you talking about?
Kashiwara doesn't get it. She looks lost. Never mind. Just be careful, okay? For now, just don't collapse today.
It's not like I collapse every day, you know.
But at least once a week you get sick and miss school.
I'm doing quite well now, right?
Kashiwara says happily. Maybe so for you, but in general, that's not normal.
I'll do my best.
Kashiwara droops.
Don't be mean to Serena-chan. We have to get along until the performance.
Karari interrupts with a sweaty face.
Hey, can I ask a question?
Kurari asks loudly so everyone can hear.
People wear rather usual clothing on stage, right?
Chie finishes wiping down the drums and joins us. She's talking about the indies bands in the area. We've been going to different performances that Tonya recommends to us to get some ideas. I don't know if that's Tonya's preference, but all the bands we've seen are wearing normal clothes. If anything, their hair was spiked or in a wild color, but that's about it. I heard there are far wilder bands around, but at least we haven't seen them. Don't you think the school uniform would do? It's a school event after all. It would be sad to mess up in wild costumes.
But that would be too normal.
I don't think Chie likes the idea. But strange costumes might look weird. Besides, what type of clothing are you talking about anyway? The second literature club is doing the band at the cultural festival to mark the end of the club. I don't think we need to appeal in any way whatsoever.
I know what you mean, but when you say it like that, it just sounds like you don't want to bother thinking about it.
You're right. I don't even want to think about it. And that's why I suggested the uniforms. But I'm not wrong, am I? Then Chie frowns.
I don't like to think that way. But that attitude might be important.
Kashiwara interrupts.
What attitude? Just wear the school uniforms because we don't want to think about that I don't care attitude. Isn't that the punk spirit that Tonyo-san and Murakami-san were talking about? Oh, I see.
See? That's why punk rockers can't think too much. We'll wear the uniforms.
What are you saying?
If you don't like the uniforms, then we can wear our work outfits. We can move freely. Oh, I know. How about exercise shorts? We can even add headbands. You could do pigtails. People like things like that. There's actually a special section set up for that.
A special section?
Kurari asks curiously. I can't really say it out loud, but when you go to the video store...
Enough! That's just your personal tastes.
Chie interrupts while she frowns. No, it isn't. How rude. We talk more, but we can't come to an agreement, so we decide to talk more later.
Hey, no matter what costumes we decide to wear, you know what you're gonna do, right?
Kurari talks to me. What do you mean?
The costume! The type of costume!
Weren't you listening? We haven't decided yet.
That's not what I mean!
What do you mean? I ask.
Cross-dressing!
Kurari mumbles in a low voice. Cross-dresser? When I ask her, Kurari nods and looks at me.
You have to dress up like a girl!
Why?
It's more interesting!
You think?
You know, the reason I'm so into the band is because it's so much fun every day! Discussing this and that, working on a song together, practicing, and so on. I'm having so much fun, so I'm glad I'm doing this!
That's good, but what does that have to do with me being a cross-dresser?
So, to me, the band needs to be fun and interesting.
Okay.
That's the best! We have to make it fun!
Isn't that too forceful?
I think the crowd would love it though. Why don't you think about it?
The crowd wouldn't like it. Why do I have to ridicule myself that way anyway? What's in this for me?
You're pretty as a girl, so you'll be popular.
Kurari says things that don't make sense. No way.
I think it'll be fun.
Chie won't give up.
Besides, if you do, we'll look like an all-girl band. I think that'll be fun too.
That would be a weird band, don't you think?
No, you look fine in drag. You look a lot more natural than you think. It's for the band. Come on, you can do it.
For the band, huh? There's my weak spot. But I still can't.
Can I?
What is it?
My grandfather found out about me doing the band.
Oh god, I don't know if I want to hear the rest.
Also, he found out about our practice session the other day.
So the maids and I had to come up with something in a hurry.
Uh-huh.
I told him we were all girls.
I knew it.
If possible, I would like you to wear a disguise.
How does this always happen?
Oh, it's just a coincidence.
Chie laughs. I don't think it's a coincidence. Anyway, whenever I'm with the band members, I feel like they have fun teasing me. I don't think I have a chance with them. If you insist, I guess I could. I hesitantly agree.
I knew you would agree. You're so sweet.
Karari says so happily, but I interrupt her. I did agree to help you out with the band, so I don't mind doing most of the things you want me to do. But we are seriously working on this, so do you think it's a good idea to add such a comical image?
No.
Chie is still laughing.
That'll be the perfect farewell performance for our second literature club.
Do you think so?
Sure, I want to wipe off the image of our club. I wanted to appeal our existence before we're gone. Actually, that's what our leader, Karari, thinks.
I'm not the leader.
You came up with the idea of the band, and your singing has gotten so much better.
Oh, stop that.
Karari becomes bashful and turns beet red.
Anyway, I think it's a great idea. You can do it, can't you, Shikunosuke?
If that's what everyone wants. I don't disagree. If we're going to do it with these members, then we can't think of anyone else to be the center of the group other than Karari. Actually, if it wasn't for Karari, I wouldn't be here either. She's always initiating the practice sessions. She has the right to a little selfishness. But the only thing is, I don't think being in drag is the only way to be interesting. I think there are more...
No, you're gonna be in drag.
As I try to talk them into something else, Karari cuts me off.
I won't listen. Be quiet.
Oh, come on! This is how my second time around being in drag is decided.
I see, but man, your bond is getting stronger lately.
Murakami folds his arms and nods. You think so?
Sure, because you guys talk like good friends lately.
I see. I still don't understand.
Sure, but I can't believe you agreed to do it. You hate to be in drag.
I don't want to, but if everyone else says I have to, then what can I do? I can't fight them.
They ganged up on you, huh?
Exactly. They stuck together.
Bonding stronger is good. But how is your performance coming along?
Well, I think that all depends how Shuno does. She isn't exceptional, but she's been doing great lately. To work around her vocal part is probably the best.
Gosh, you are grasping where you stand rather calmly.
Of course, we practice every day, intensely. We all know what we can do.
I'm impressed. Sometimes it's hard to do that.
Our teacher is that weirdo rocker Tonya. He gets so intense when it comes to music. We can't think of something like self-respect.
I kind of understand.
Murakami nods.
I remember Tonya was praising Shino.
Really?
He praises other members too, though. I think he is fond of you guys. Every time I ask him about you, he always gives me detailed answers.
Do you guys actually talk about us?
Of course we do.
Does that mean you think we're hopeful or helpless?
Both.
I see. Either way, I'm glad you think about us. But think about Shino more than anybody. It's fine that she's the center of the band, but good or bad, she is the most unstable of us all.
She is moody.
But I'm only talking about when we practice. We don't know how she'll be at the performance. I guess we just have to wait and see.
Don't make me worry.
No, I'm sorry. This is our first live performance. We did the gorilla type performance, but I know an actual performance is completely different.
Are you nervous?
Yeah.
You
Murakami puts his hand at his chin.
I'm a little envious.
Murakami says sadly. Then suddenly, with a smile, he continues.
So, you're going to be in drag again this year. In public.
You look happy.
Are you kidding? Why would I be happy about someone else's misfortune?
You're grinning.
This is a sad smile.
What kind of smile is that?
Both of us will be cross-dressers, huh? Maybe we are connected by fate.
How could you say something so nauseating with a straight face?
Well, I'm a Superman.
I really think you are.
So, what are you going to do for the costumes?
Who knows?
Then, what kind of clothes are you going to wear? Are you going to wear a skirt?
I don't even know that. I think we'll wear the school uniform, but they are in charge of the costume, and they won't tell me until the day of the performance.
I see. That might be for the best. You wouldn't know much about clothing anyway, right?
Don't be rude. I know more than you do.
That's not true. I've thought about it. I know. Why don't you let me be in charge?
In charge of what?
The costumes.
What are you talking about?
Don't worry. Mai and Miyuki will help me. They were saying they wanted to make costumes. They want to be in an apparel business in the future.
You and the second grade pair? Why am I feeling uneasy about this?
Hey, don't say that. We've worked together so hard until today, right?
I know, but I'll be talking to the others later.
Please do.
By the way, what are you going to do? Didn't you say your club's drag costumes are decided by the female club members?
Yeah, it's done.
What are you wearing?
I'm wearing a maid costume.
A maid costume?
Yes, with cat ears. Say something.
No, I can't. The same thing might happen to me, too.
I see.
A silence, then sighs from the both of us. By the way, Murakami starts after a while.
Just don't cut corners with your performance, okay?
Of course not. You wouldn't do that.
I know, but you'll be on the stage in a different manner. So, I just thought.
Why do you think we've been practicing so hard? That won't make any difference. So, are you going to cut corners playing Go when you have a match in drag?
No way. I'm playing against the best player in the club. He was even in the newspaper before. We're playing on the stage in the gym. I bet we'll have the biggest audience in Go Club history. I want to win no matter what, even if everyone's looking at my cat ears.
Murakami holds his fist as he talks. Good luck.
You too.
Silence. Then again, sighs. But we can't be like this. I remember I needed to ask him something. By the way, you used to study about equipment before, didn't you? I thought of something yesterday.
What?
I can't say it out loud. Let me whisper it to you. As I watch around us, I whisper my plan into Murakami's ear.
Are you serious?
When I'm done, he looks into my face. What do you think? Do you think we have enough time before the performance?
Let's see. Maybe. If we had some help. That might be possible. Technically. I think it's doable too. But
He tilts his head. That might be too reckless.
I think it'll be interesting. Everyone will be surprised. I bet nobody has done it before at our school. But the only thing is, what will happen afterwards?
I think we should be okay. If it's not, then what's there to do? At least, I don't think we'll get killed. Besides, if that happens at this school, God will be doing the punishing.
No future, huh? That's so punk.
That's fine, but there's one concern. The timing on the day of the performance and more details.
I'll think about that. If there's some particulars you want, let me know early so I can get ready.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
Don't mention it. I'm already part of your band.
If any problems arise, it'll be my fault, okay?
What are you saying? Don't hog the glory. Let me have fun too. I want to make history at this school too. Gosh, I'm getting excited.
But to be honest with you, I don't think it'll be that big of a deal. I just want a little surprise.
What's wrong with you? It has to be a big deal. Otherwise, it won't be interesting.
Then Murakami laughs boldly. I knew he'd help me, but I didn't think he'd be so into it. He actually makes me worry a little bit. It's a few days before the cultural festival. I'm alone at home and eating my meal in my room. I don't usually like onigiri from the convenience stores, but when you eat one once in a while, it's pretty good. After I finish, I stretch out on my bed and find myself unable to get up again. I've been practicing very hard lately, and I guess I'm more tired than I thought. I decide to take a rest and turn on the TV. I flip through the channels and find a tennis program on the educational channel. Since I used to be on the tennis team, I'm interested. A retired tennis pro is teaching kids how to serve. I've met this player before. Once when we had a tennis match with a famous tennis club, there was a retired tennis pro who used to belong to that club. After the match, he joined the practice too. Just like how he is on the TV now, he taught us, the OB Academy Tennis Club members. He taught me to serve better. I guess I was pretty serious about tennis. It seems like it was a long time ago. I started tennis when I entered junior high. There really wasn't any special reason. I saw the tennis club members hit the balls, and they looked like they were having a lot of fun. I thought maybe I'd feel good if I did that too. So, I joined the tennis club. But although I was at the practice every day for 3 years, I didn't have a strong inclination towards it. I started to compete when I was in second year, but I won sometimes and lost sometimes. I really didn't care about it. I was pretty satisfied. I guess I really don't get too passionate about anything. Even on my days off, if people invite me to do something, I don't refuse, but I was never the one to invite others to do anything. Actually, I'd rather just stay home alone. I hardly got into anything seriously, and people used to call me Tundra. I wasn't aware of it, but when I think about it now, I think I know why. At the time, I really didn't have to make an effort to do anything. I was able to do as well as the others without trying, so I didn't want anything more than that. People try to enter better schools, go after more pleasure. There are many different goals, but I could never understand why people find importance in such things and pursue them. To be honest, I understand that now in my head, but still don't quite get it on an emotional level. So, I finished my tennis days in junior high school, without too many ups or downs. Then, it was time to think about my future. I didn't have any private schools I wanted to go to, and even when it was time to turn in applications to public schools, I still didn't know which school I wanted to go to. My parents didn't have any particular school where they wanted me to go, and I wasn't interested in any of the schools in particular. I just didn't care, so I kept putting it off, and finally it was time to make up my mind. So, during the orientation, I said to the teacher, "I don't care, just pick one for me." Then the teacher gave me a bitter smile. "When are you going to come to your senses?" I still remember my teacher's face and the words. And this school, OB Academy, is the one my teacher chose for me. I didn't think I'd be comfortable in a mission school, but I didn't want to argue, so I took the entrance exam. When I started school, that's when I realized the reason why he wanted me to go here. It's a prep school, but they don't require any intense curriculum. It's a mission school, but it's not religious at all. The school atmosphere is extremely relaxed, and they believe in students' independence. Or maybe I should say that they really don't care. If the students want to learn, they'll teach, but if they don't, they just let them be. But they don't treat anyone differently. As a result, there's a huge gap between the underachievers and the high achievers. But the school really doesn't care too much about the students' academic results. Instead, the school believes in humanity and kindness. The students take advantage of that, but at the same time, I think it's working out. That kind of school atmosphere was perfect for someone like me. When I analyze myself, I'm not particular about anything, but I don't like people telling me what to do. If I'm told to do something, I don't do it. But if people leave me alone, I do at least the minimum of what needs to be done. And more than anything, I was getting tired of school. So, if I wasn't at this school, I don't think I could have lasted for 3 years. When I look back, the teacher was watching me well. When I started at OB Academy, I'd played tennis before, so I joined the tennis club, but it wasn't fun at first. OB Academy's tennis team hadn't been a strong team lately, but the school used to be famous for it. The club had a strict order within itself. The first graders do a lot of fetching balls and swinging rackets and hardly get to play at all. Their passion is to win, so what I had done in my junior high years was nothing compared to what I was doing here. I liked the school atmosphere, but I didn't really like the club's atmosphere. As I said before, I didn't like to be told to do something. I never wanted to win or become a famous player. I just wanted to hit the balls to kill some time. At first, I regretted joining the team, but as time went on, I started to have fun. If I tried to find precise reasons, I'd probably be able to find many of them. But the main reason was that it was rather fun to do something seriously. Until that time, I never got myself into anything seriously, even if someone forced me to. To find a different side of myself was rather interesting. So I got myself into tennis deeper and deeper, but at the same time, my academics went down. But nobody said anything about my academic nosedives, simply because I was at OB Academy.
Hey, with these grades, who knows how many years it'll take for you to graduate?
One teacher did point it out, but he didn't have a serious look. He was saying it as if he was telling me something funny. After I joined the tennis club, I was paired up with Murakami, who also had experience playing tennis. This was how we were recognized. Murakami and I really never talked until we partnered up, but we were a very good pair. If we played individually, we never won, but when we played together, we never lost. And by the fall of our first year, we made the team. I don't mean to brag, but it's highly unusual for first years to make it on the team at OB Academy. And then we played our first official match. Our pair kept winning and advanced just before the national level. It was a good match, but the way we lost wasn't too good. The opponents were first years too. We lost against them when we played at the district level, so this was our second loss. I was actually surprised that my game plan, which I was confident about, didn't work at all. I told myself that they were simply better than we were, but the other first years and the female club members who were cheering us on were very depressed. Since it was our match, why did they have to be so depressed? I was surprised, but I also felt responsible at the same time. Then I realized that I was there representing the school, and I couldn't lose that easily. I didn't like the fact that I made others feel depressed. After that, we started to practice even harder. Our mission as team members was to become better than the pair that we lost to. If we couldn't defeat them, we wouldn't be able to go up to the national levels before we graduated. In other words, if we became a stronger pair, then the national match would come closer. Supposedly, the other pair belonged to a famous tennis club, but we thought that if we trained hard, we should be able to defeat them. We practiced even during the long break between the semesters. Since I didn't have anything else to do, it really wasn't too much of a problem for me. And that's when Murakami and I started to talk a lot. Unlike me, Murakami liked to act cool, and he believed that winning a match was cool. Come to think of it, back then Murakami was very pure too. At first, he didn't think we would get along because of the difference in characters, but we both wanted to win, and that was the same. And that brought us together. The chance for revenge came in spring. In the preliminary at the end of the school year, we earned the title to participate in the spring competition. Of course, our pair was on the team. This time we registered in 2 categories, the group and the doubles. We didn't do well, so we lost the doubles early on, but we were matched in the group. It was the second round. One of them was an excellent player, so I was afraid that he would play individually, but I was wrong. He came to play doubles, and we were matched against each other. But we lost again. Therefore, our team was finished as well. Not only did we lose against the same pair, we were more shocked that our hard practice since the summer really hadn't made any difference in the game. The new game plan didn't work either. No matter how much we worked on little tricks, the difference in our basic techniques were incomparable. Nothing worked. Was it because of a difference in talent or personal limits? This was the first time for me to experience the wall of limitation. But instead of feeling despair, I remember feeling excitement. And I was a little impressed with myself for feeling that way too, which made me chuckle. So, we increased our practice time. Even after club activities time was over, we practiced on our own whenever we had free time. With sports, more practice doesn't always mean you will get better results. Overpractice can cause problems too. I was aware of that, but we thought that was the only way for us to win. A lot of successful athletes have undergone rather reckless practice. There must be something special there. That was what we thought, but things didn't work out the way we wanted to. All of a sudden, I heard a strange noise from my ankle, and found myself unable to stay upright. The pain of the injury wasn't that bad, but still I couldn't practice for a while. The doctor told me it'd take about a month to recover. Things couldn't have been worse, but a whole month seemed like a long time. I didn't even want to waste 30 minutes. While I was sitting around, the opponents were practicing, getting better. If I didn't practice for a day, how much better would they get? We couldn't get to their level, even after the hard practice the year before. I arrived at the conclusion that we just couldn't beat them that easily, but at the same time, I really didn't want to give up. The braces came off 2 weeks early, and the day the doctor gave the okay to practice, I joined the training camp at school. It had been a while since I stood on the court. I felt a little different. At first, I thought it was because of lack of sleep. I felt cold and a little bit of nausea. I felt groggy too. I wonder if I caught something. Anyway, I didn't have time to worry about that. I kept practicing. Back then, I really didn't take care of myself that well, and when I had a cold with a fever, I went on with my regular activities. But I couldn't that day. I was feeling more chills, and my throat felt extremely dry. I was sweating like crazy and felt dizzy. Soon, I couldn't even stay standing. My fingers that were holding the towels were shaking. Maybe I moved around too much after a long break. So, I slowed down quite a bit the next day. I took more breaks and made sure I didn't overdo it, but the situation didn't improve. By that time, I knew it wasn't just a cold, but I didn't know what was wrong with me. The only thing I knew was that whenever I started practicing, I started to feel ill. After I was discharged from the hospital, I wasn't doing well in the first place. But when I stood on the court, all of the symptoms got worse. People say that when Halley's Comet goes by, the amount of oxygen in the air gets less. I know that's just a myth, but if it were true, maybe this is what it feels like. When there's a lack of oxygen, then you can't breathe. No matter how hard you inhale, your chest doesn't get relieved. Instead, the more you breathe, the worse you feel. Your hands and legs start shaking, and you start to see spots. Your body loses the ability to inhale oxygen all of a sudden. Just like a fish out of water, you'll die. I felt like I was going to have a panic attack. I felt so scared that my legs were shaking. Some possibilities came to my mind, but I just shut my eyes. A situation like this was, in a way, rather unusual and interesting. I actually wanted to challenge myself to see how far I could go. Eventually, I thought I might overcome my limits, but it didn't work out that way. My body and mind finally hit the limit, and I collapsed while holding the racket. I regained consciousness in an ambulance. By the time I got to the hospital, I was feeling much better, so I told the doctor I could go home, but he wouldn't listen. He took me to the respiratory department and then to the psychosomatic department. The old doctor in the psychosomatic department diagnosed me with panic attack triggered by autonomic imbalance. According to the doctor, the stress from wanting to get better at tennis has caused it. The injury might have given me a trauma too. The combined factors caused the symptoms I was experiencing. I never even felt that way myself. In fact, I always thought I was acting according to my will, so I couldn't understand the diagnosis at all. But once the doctor said so, nobody would listen to me. I was reluctant, but I was to stay away from tennis and take some medication to relax, at least for a while. But I lied. I said I was better after a week. As a test, I stood on the court. I felt the panic attack coming, but I was able to deceive everyone by acting normal. I secretly threw away the medication the doctor gave me. I told the coach and my family that I was better. I even practiced my poker face in front of the mirror so nobody would notice me experiencing the attack symptoms. I was always good at hiding my feelings. Also, I should be able to ignore my physical symptoms as well. Naturally, the symptoms got worse. After a month, I was feeling the symptoms even off the court. I couldn't sleep at night. I couldn't eat. I lost weight, and I was vomiting all the time. Of course, my family and my girlfriend and the people around me got suspicious. Yes, I had a girlfriend back then. We started to go out just before I got sick. I didn't even tell her the truth. Even when she asked if something was wrong, I just laughed. We started to go out because I was playing tennis, so I couldn't tell her anything about this. While everyone was feeling suspicious, I spent every day making sure nobody noticed anything. I continued to practice every day, feeling exhausted, both physically and mentally. As I got more exhausted, I could feel I was losing control of my own mind. As part of my trying to hide my emotional irregularity, I hardly mingled with others anymore. I started to talk to myself. I often had nightmares of thousands of caterpillars eating my body. It felt like I was wandering around continuously in a dark, damp forest without an exit. But I wasn't looking for an exit. I was trying to go deeper and deeper. I thought there was a new world in the deepest spot of the forest. Pushing myself to my physical and mental limits like that was rather thrilling and fun. Although, I did wonder if I was going to be okay. But once I passed one point, it was fine. That point was the point of no return. Once passed, I had no other choice. I had to go as far as I could go. When I realized that, I felt like some kind of relief filling me up. I knew this must be intoxication. To explain exactly what it's like, I vomited every day secretly, and my arms and legs were shaking on the court. But I felt a freedom somewhere in my heart. It's strange to even talk about now, but it's the truth. I don't know if you'll understand, but at the time, I felt that I gained freedom. In general, people think being free is to have many choices. But when all the choices are gone, and the responsibility of making a choice is gone, that can be one kind of freedom. Anyway, at the time I was feeling a kind of excitement and happiness which I'd never experienced before. Getting myself deeper into my own inner world. Of course, that didn't last for long. I collapsed again. My parents found the medication I was hiding, and my secret experiment came out in the open. I was made to confess what I was feeling and what I was planning to do to the doctor. And I was ordered to stay home under more strict supervision. Of course, I was off the team, too. Once the tennis was gone from my life, I felt more relaxed, and my obsessive drive went away. I didn't even feel disappointment or despair. I didn't have the will to win over my rivals. I didn't even want to become a famous tennis player. People said I was lucky that I didn't die, but it didn't mean anything to me. I didn't even feel relieved that I was saved. It was like the silence after a party. I felt bad that I caused a lot of grief with my family, my school's tennis club, and everyone around me because of my selfish actions. I probably just went back to how I was before I started to play tennis. After that, I quit the tennis club. As the band is becoming more fun, I'm reminded of that episode in my life. I don't like it. I feel that when I get into something bad is going to happen. But it's different this time. I'm doing this for the band members, not for myself. If I think that way, I can feel more natural. Besides, the band activities will end after the cultural festival.
This feels like the start to Katawater Shoujo. If you're having chest pains in a sporting event, you really should talk to a doctor about that right away. It is one of those things that doesn't get better if you ignore it. Please, look after yourselves.